Welcome back to Inspired Word. I'm Chauncey Navarro, and we're doing a verse-by-verse study through the book of the Revelation of Jesus. This video, on the other hand, though, is our overview video. At the end of each chapter, we usually go over and do a quick recap of what happened in the previous chapter. This chapter was on the 7 bowl judgments, chapter 16. And the first bowl judgment, the angel poured out his bowl upon the earth, and sores broke out on all of those who had the mark of the beast on them. On the second bowl, he poured out his waters. The angel poured out his waters on the seas, and they turned to blood. The third bowl, the angel poured out his water poured out his bowls of wrath on the rivers and the fountains, and the fountains and the rivers turned to blood. So now there's no water left on the earth. It's all turned to blood. The fourth bowl is poured out upon the sun, and the ozone layer breaks down, and men are being scorched by the sun. The fifth bowl is poured out upon the throne of the beast, and darkness falls upon the Antichrist empire. Now, the Antichrist kingdom, you think darkness, big deal, right? Well, nowadays you get a blackout. Especially, this is probably darkness in terms of like a blackout, like maybe even an electromagnetic pulse or something in the lines that would just knock out everything. And so, people die when these things happen. This is really severe, especially, if it gets dark enough, you can't see your hand in front of your face. The sixth bowl judgment, the angel pours out his bowl on the Euphrates River, which dries up to prepares the way for Armageddon. And so this is the battle of Armageddon that comes in on the sixth bowl judgment, where the blood runs up to the horse's bridle. And the seventh and final bowl judgment, the worst of all of them, a great earthquake that literally levels every mountain and island on the planet, that destroys the cities, and hailstones that weigh a talent each, about 75 pounds each, coming down. Can you imagine just what the damage small hail can do? Can you imagine what 75-pound hail will do? Anyway, these are the 7 bowl judgments that come in this chapter. These are the final wrath of God. A quick little note. The bowls are related to the shallow bowls that the priests would wash their hands in, and the filth and the dirt they would wash off their hands, and then they would splash the water out of these bowls with the filthy water out on the floor. And that's what these are related to, in which the wrath of God is, because this is the indignation of God that's coming out from the filth that's washed off from the earth. My name is Chauncey Navarro, and this is the Inspired Word, and I hope you'll be back here as we start on chapter 17 in our verse-by-verse study of the book of the Revelation of Jesus, which will be on the judgment of Babylon. Thank you.